Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm talking about 4 beauty secrets I never talk about, the hair edition. It's not that I'm holding out on you guys, it's just that there are many products that I have and that I use that I never talk about because they just don't come up. As far as hair goes, I have spoken about hair products in the past. During the Sephora sale, for instance, I'll break it down into makeup and then skincare and hair care, and I've talked about several things in those videos. But these are things I don't believe I've ever spoken about, and I feel that they've made an improvement in my hair. So if you want to see some things that I think are great, that might be great for you, let's get into it. Like many women, I color my hair. I do my roots once in a while. We'll get into that in a minute. And I do highlights. I've been doing highlights since I was a teenager. I would say, my career in highlights has been mostly me, but I have gone through periods of, years where I've had it professionally done, and then I started doing it again myself because I had a specific look I wanted to get that my hairstylist didn't seem too interested in fulfilling for me, so I'm back to doing it myself. The 3 things I think most women who do highlights are concerned about, whether you do it at home or you do it at a salon, is fading, brassiness, and damage. So last year I got a filter for my shower head from Raindrops 901. I chose this brand because it was created by hairstylists. They have a salon in West Hollywood on the very chic Melrose Place, as I understand it. I don't know them, I've never been to them, but I thought that would be a good place for me to go. Since I've been using it, I have noticed, 1, I don't have to highlight my hair as often. It's always been odd to me that the act of bleaching is pulling pigment out of the hair, and yet somehow that fades with sun exposure and excessive washing or maybe products. I really don't understand how that happens, but I know it does happen, and I know that it happens less using this. And because I'm highlighting less, I'm getting less damage to my hair. Bravo. And I do feel that I'm not having the brassy issue that I used to have. Am I getting the exact color I want? No, I have an image in my head of what I want, but it's a real fine line between having it look white or gray and having it look gold. And I kind of want something in between, like a wheat color, but that's another story. This story is how much it has changed my hair. In fact, my hairstylist, who I've been going to for upwards of 25 years, when I mentioned to him that I was using this, he said that my hair has completely changed texture. I don't know that I realized that, but he knows my hair pretty well, and he says it's absolutely changed my hair. Now, these filters are designed to either eliminate or at least control things that can be found in water that are really not so good for your hair, and I wrote them down. Chlorine, bacteria, algae, can you believe it? Copper, magnesium, lead, and calcium. Now, there are many makers of shower head filters in the market. This I'm not going to link to. Well, I'll link to it, but it's a very small company and oftentimes they're out of stock. So right now when I checked, I don't think they have the thing that I use, but I'm going to link it just in case. But I'm also going to link T3 because I feel if you're going to do this, go to a company that is more responsive to hair, who is based in hair, as opposed to just getting any old filter on Amazon. I mean, Amazon is always a crapshoot, especially with something like this. You just don't know, you know what I mean? T3 is a respected brand, and the Skin Store is having a 4th of July sale right now, and I think, but I'm not sure, it's all this week, and I think it's 25% off. So I have a code at Skin Store as well, so I'm going to put my code down there, and I think they might be stackable, maybe not, but if the sale is over, you can go ahead and use mine, and that's what I would recommend for you. By the way, I totally realize my hair is up and I'm doing a hair video. It's very, very warm. I will take my hair down at the end, but I find when my hair is down, I am like 10 degrees hotter, and sweating is just not a look I'm going for today. Now, I mentioned I do my roots once in a while, and I say once in a while because I use this. This is the Color Wow powder, and it's just freaking insanely good as far as I'm concerned. This is what it looks like. They have several shades. As you can see, I'm hitting pan here, but there's plenty more on the side, so I'm going to have this for a while. What I like about this is it's a great color for me. There is a little bit of sheen to this, which totally makes sense because your hair naturally has a sheen unless it's damaged beyond repair. That is the idea. I've heard people say, just put eyeshadow in there. Eyeshadow's not going to do the trick. One, you need something with a sheen, but two, it's not going to stay. I put this on freshly washed hair, you know, when it's dried, and it stays. I sweat a lot. I'm a sweater, and I take Lucy out for hikes and I sweat there. I don't wash my hair very frequently, and yet I am covered. Now, I have a gray streak right here that I don't cover. I have gray mostly on my crown, I would say. Down here it's not so much, but just around this area. But in my center part, I have a concentrated area of gray, maybe this big. It's the weirdest thing, and it's just smack in the middle. So I hit it with this, and then I forget, oh, I have to do my roots until I wash my hair again, and I see it. I'm like, oh, it's too late now. I just washed my hair, and I put this in again. So this extends how long I have to go, really, in between doing my roots, and I just think it's a magnificent product. I know there are other products out there, but this is quick. It is easy. It is not messy. It doesn't get your countertop dirty. It's not like using a spray where you want to put a towel over yourself and maybe cover your floors in case it gets all over the place. I just think this product is fantastic. There's several products from Color Wow I really, really like, but this is what I do for my roots, and I am pleased as punch with this. All right, I just mentioned that I don't wash my hair very often. I have a lot of hair. It's somewhat coarse, parts of it. The area that's exposed to the sun feels kind of coarse. And it's long, and it's a pain in the ass to wash. It's so hard to get a leather with my hair, and it takes a long time to dry. It's like an episode, you know what I mean? It is truly, I gotta block a couple hours out of my day to wash and dry my hair, and so I don't do it very often. Now, on the one hand, I feel like, the oils are being pulled down with my brush, and it's good for my hair. On the other hand, I find when I do wash my hair, it can be hard to get the scalp area really clean because I am a sweater, So I feel like there's sweat buildup in there, oil buildup in there, and you wash your hair, and yet you still feel in certain areas, feels like it's not entirely clean. I got this as a sample from Beautylish, and yes, I'm blind as a bat. I opened it up, and I thought, oh, it's a scalp scrub. It smells delicious. I've never tried a scalp scrub, so I wet my hair before I wash, part it, do a little bit, part it, do a little bit, and I do that all over my head. It lathers like a dream. I rinse it out, and then I go in with my regular shampoo. When I was looking up the information on this on their website, I found, oh no, this is actually a shampoo. This is for fine hair, and it helps to give you volume. But for me, I think I might continue using it just as a pre-cleanse, or I might just use it as a cleanse. It's not that my hair is fine, but it really helps to get the oiliness, the sweat buildup, all the gunk out of your hair by working the scalp. They say on the directions to pull it throughout your hair, but I don't do that. So this is what they're saying about it on Beautylish. This is Christophe Robin, cleansing, volumizing Rasool paste with pure Rasool clay and rose extracts. And you're supposed to start at the scalp and work it through your hair. And I think this is a fantastic product if you are like me and you don't like to wash your hair too often, or if you feel your hair is just extra dirty, go in with something like this. I don't know why. I feel that this is better, and I also feel that it's not stripping. So from time to time, I'll use a clarifying shampoo, but my favorite shampoo is by Pureology, and they're not making the clarifying shampoo anymore for some reason. And I find clarifying shampoos largely are not actually made to get rid of extra oil. They're made to get rid of chlorine and things like that for swimmers, and they can be a little harsh. So I don't like to use clarifying shampoos too often, and my favorite one is no longer being made. But this is what I wanted from a clarifying shampoo in the first place, and that is something to really clean the scalp and the first 2 inches of the hair. And this is really genius, and it lasts a long time, you guys. I think this is 4 ml. I think I've used it about 6 times. It's not done. I have probably 2 more uses in here. So a little bit goes a long way with this, and I just love it. It feels like my hair is really actually clean without that squeakiness. You know, some shampoos you use, you hear that squeak. To me, that is not a sound I'm dying to hear because I'm afraid it's stripping. This doesn't do that. So that's number 3. And for the 4th item, you guys, several months ago, Lily Silk reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in their silk pillowcases. Lily Silk is a brand that I've been aware of. They have beautiful silk shirts. I've never tried one, but I'm kind of dying to, especially because there is a silk shirt I used to own that was a chartreuse, bright, beautiful green that goes great with my skin tone and grays and this and that. And I'm figuring, I think they probably have something like that on their site. And they're quite beautiful, and they're not as expensive as, the Neiman Marcus kind of stuff, which is around $400, $350. But the silk pillowcase I never really thought about. I had been considering getting a silk pillowcase. I've been seeing it come up, and everybody says it's great for your hair, it's great for your skin. So when they got in touch with me, I said sure. And then I did some research. And I'm just going to read some of this to you guys. Silk pillowcases can improve skin and hair hydration because silk is resistant to absorbing moisture. Not that it doesn't, but it's resistant to it, while cotton is not. So when you're sleeping on cotton, it can pull any hydration that you have in your hair and in your skin out. And that is a no-no. Also, because silk doesn't absorb as well, all those face products you put on, if you're a side sleeper like me, I'm always like, I don't want to have the best conditioned pillows in the world. I'd rather it stay on my face. The silk pillowcases help stay on your face. Also, there's less friction with a silk pillowcase, so the chances of waking up to a crinkled face, much less. Bedhead, much less. I myself, I don't lie down and fall asleep and wake up in the same position. I twist and turn, move around, readjust, go to the bathroom. I move around a lot. And when I think about it, your pillow is rough if you have a cotton one that doesn't have really long, believe me, I looked into sheets recently too, and I don't remember the term for it, but it's pretty complicated. But you have this almost like an exfoliator, this rough thing moving around on your face as you change position. It's not only taking off your skincare to some extent, and I know that it is because in the morning my forehead, I can still feel my skincare, and everywhere else not so much, but it kind of exfoliates your skin a little bit, not in a great way. So I've been using these for, I guess, about 4 months, and I love them. So I've cleaned them and taken them off the bed. And another thing, they're resistant to picking up dirt too, so you don't have to clean them as often, which you probably don't want to. I got this beautiful soft kind of ivory color, and this is an envelope, but it has edging around it. It's flat edging, so this is where the pillow is right here, and then this flat edging around it. You can steam these or iron them very lightly to get them, crease free, but I just feel like luxury. They are not too cool in the winter, because I got them when we still had cool weather, but they're really nice in the summer as well. The best kind of silk for pillowcases is mulberry, which is what they use, and it comes in 3 different weights. And I didn't write down the weights, but there are 3 different weights. The heavier weight is probably the best to go, but I did my research after I chose these. This is the lightest weight. Now, what I like about this is that it has a very delicate look on the bed. It's not super, super shiny, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of Charmeuse. It has just a beautiful, delicate kind of vintage feeling to it. So I'm okay with this, but when I order again, I'll probably want to go with the thicker one just to see what the difference is, which I believe is 25. The thickness is called Momme, M-O-M-M-E, and I think it's 25 or 26 is the thickest. And that will have the much more silkier finish and a much more shiny finish, and it'll feel denser on the skin. When I was growing up, my grandmother had silk pillows, and I loved putting my head down on these silk pillows because they were so cooling and they were so soft and they were so luxurious. I mean, back in the day, people did things like this. It didn't look like these. They were kind of embroidered, but they were just stunning, and I have a very fond memory for silk pillows. Now they also have 4 styles. This is the Oxford, and I'll link it below, but they have one like this, but instead of a flat edge, it's ruffled. They have one with piping. They have a zipper enclosure, 2 I think that are zipper enclosures, and they have as many as 26 colors. So one of the styles has 26 colors. You're bound to find a color that works for you in a style that works for you. And Lily Silk has offered me a 12% discount for my viewers. I will put that down below and the link to the pillow that I got. But I just love these. I found that I didn't have to wash it for months because it is resistant to picking up dirt, and that it just feels so lovely. And I feel that it's helped to soften my hair up a little bit. And I find that a lot of my products remain on my face when I wake up in the morning, and I love that because don't we want our products to be there and be active while we're sleeping? I'm thinking yes. So this is the box, and then you have this lovely little tissue paper, and then this inside here, which I never read. Oh, it shows the other stuff. Okay, clearly I hadn't opened this before. They have pajamas too. I don't know if I can do pajamas or not because I sleep pretty much naked, but that is it, you guys. That is 4 beauty secrets that I've never shared with you, things that make my hair a little bit better. Is it perfect? Nay. Nay, it's not perfect, but these have definitely made an improvement on my hair game, and I just wanted to share them with you. And that is it, my friends. That's going to wrap up today's video. I promised I would bring my hair down, so the hair is dirty, but I will say, like right here, I have this gray thing that is nuts. It's just nuts. And then your random grays. And I don't know how this is going to look on the computer, but I am not brassy. The brass is not happening. Yeah, I'm so thrilled not to be brassy. And the hair just feels so much nicer since I started using that filter. I'm delighted. And you guys, okay, now that is it. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me. I hope this was helpful to you. I am going to do another video where I think I'm going to do everything else. We'll see how long it is because I do have some face, I have some teeth, I have some eyes. I have a little bit of everything that wouldn't necessarily make a good split to warrant 2 more videos, but just really quickly, things I never talk about that I wanted to share. And that's it. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I do hope it was helpful to you, and I absolutely hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.